Welcome to the interior of my new project car. Before I give you a look around to tell you what it is, I want to tell you the backstory on it. I drove by a house that this car has sat outside of for several years, and it's pretty much sat in the same spot. I didn't know if the owner drove it, if there was anything wrong with it. So a couple weeks ago I stopped and asked if he'd want to sell it. And he said, I do, but I don't want to see it go to somebody that's going to gut the interior, make a race car out of, and not be able to enjoy it on the road. I said, well, that's me. I want to drive this car. I had one that was very similar to it, and somebody rear-ended me in it, and I've looked for one since. This one's in pretty decent shape, other than being a little dirty, which I don't mind cleaning, and some beats and bruises, cracking the windshield, not a big deal. He told me that it still ran. I was like, whoa, okay. He's like, the battery's dead. He said, but guaranteed, if you put a battery in this car, it'll fire up. That's pretty good. He said the problem was that he couldn't get it in gear all the time. He said sometimes it'd go right in gear, you use the clutch like any normal standard shift car. He said, and then all of a sudden you couldn't get the thing to go in gear. No clue what was wrong with it. He put a clutch in it, brand new clutch, throwout bearing, pressure plate, flywheel, and it was still giving him the problem. I was like, alright, well, I know these things have a kind of a weak hydraulic system for the clutch master cylinder, the line set, and the slave cylinder. I was like, I'll take a chance on it. He told me what he wanted for it, and I was like, that seems very reasonable. $1,000 for this car in pretty much complete condition, and it's pretty much stock. It's got aftermarket speakers and a head unit, which I don't care much for, and it's got different wheels on it than what it came from the factory with. Still factory Honda wheels, so I'm a big fan of that. And what else? And it's missing the cargo cover for the back. You can kind of see it there. You're probably thinking, ooh, this is a hatchback. And if you're into Hondas and you know what this is. So I'm going to take you on a walk around for the car, and I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to do that. Here she is in all of her glory, in 2000 model Honda Civic CX hatchback. You can probably tell that right about there, some scrapes and bruises. Maybe right in there. And if you notice, the hood, fender, and bumper are slightly different color, and there's no pinstripe on the driver's fender. All in all, it's in really good condition. Like I said, it was pretty much stock. On this side, there's a little bit of a scrape right in the wheel well. And some small dings up along the roof line. This car came factory with a D16Y7, and as you can tell under the hood, except for the header, it's bone stock. And the header is only there just to replace the busted exhaust manifold that it had from the factory. Well, it didn't have a bust in it from the factory, but it was a factory manifold that got busted from too many heat cycles, I suppose. All in all, I'm really excited about this as a daily driver, and I look forward to hearing what you would like to see done to the car. So if you want, leave a comment. Tell me what you would do to it if it was your car. Thanks, and I'll see you guys soon.